run of things would not have had any access to any education of any kind. We formed the Om Sharavana Bhava Seva Foundation 2 years ago in Bangalore, and since then Swamiji has not turned back. He is available to his devotees all hours of the day. The life of a Mahatma, it is said in our Shastras, it can be summed up in one word. It is a life of sacrifice. There is every action of theirs, every thought, every word, every action of theirs is meant for the upliftment of humankind. There are times when we will not comprehend their actions, but one must have deep faith that whatever they do it for the benefit of others. I once asked him, why is it that we cannot always understand you? Why is it that you challenge us like this? Why is it that there are times when we don't understand why you say what you say and why you do what you do? And he gave me a very beautiful answer. He said human intelligence is very limited. You cannot even see your nose. You cannot even see your eyes. You cannot even see your hair. But the divine being, the supreme being, he sees all around you. He knows your past. He knows your future. He knows your present. He knows what is good for you. He knows what is bad for you. And if everybody knew what they had to do, then there would be no need for me. I would be unemployed. But Guru comes into your life simply because we are in need of guidance of how to live our lives. And that is the teaching that he gives us. There are times when he will be very harsh, but even that harshness is an expression of his love. There's a line of his that I will never forget. Irrespective of whether I slap you or I kiss you, know that both are signs of my grace. One way is to correct you harshly. The other way is to correct you softly. But in both ways, it is love. His message is unconditional love, coupled with unconditional forgiveness. His access is always open. Anybody can go to him at any time. And devotees have been growing at an exponential pace since he went public at the age of 16. His mission is to spread the message of love, peace, and forgiveness. He's often told us that the year 2012 will be a very demanding year for mankind, for humankind. All kinds of things, because the elements will not behave. The elements will not behave because we human beings have not behaved. There is no such thing as a natural disaster. All disasters are man-made. They are made out of the insensitivity of human beings. When we plant bombs under the earth, Mother Earth gets disturbed and the natural harmony of the universe is disturbed. So he said, in the year 2012, when the elements do not behave in the normal harmonious way that they do, it is only a guru who can save you. It is only a spiritual master who can save you. You must cling to purity. You must cling to good conduct. You must cling to righteousness. And only that will be the attribute that saves you. It's a very beautiful saying by the late Satya Sai Baba. And there was a lot of proximity between my own guru and Satya Sai. When Satya Sai passed away, my guru went there. And I was in Sweden at that time. And I received this lovely mail from the dean of my school, who was then my dean. He said, Ram, I went to pay my last respects to Baba. And whom do I see 100 yards in front of me? Was your own guru. There were no accompaniments. This man who has thousands of devotees was standing in a queue. He waited 4 hours to pay his last respects to Baba. Yes, with no pretension, no affectation of any kind. I spoke to you just now, a moment ago, that a Mahatma is somebody who has consciously killed his ego. To be in the presence of one so blessed as this is a privilege not given to everybody. And the late Satya Sai, he said, there are 2 things that you must always not have a memory for. And there are two things that you must always have a memory for. Yeah? The two things that you must not have a memory for is when somebody does harm to you. You must not remember this. You must have no memory of this. The second thing on which you must not have memory is when you help somebody. You must have no memory of this either. But there are two things you must always remember. The first is the mortality of your body. Remember that this is impermanent. This will go one day. And this is not you. And the other is the sweet name of God. With these few words, I'm going to request Guruji to say a few words to you. I can see only the hearts of people. I don't see anything else. All of you are assembled here and gathered here because of the good actions that all of you have committed in previous lives. Not everybody gets an opportunity to be here. Not everybody will have such a destiny. It is not easy to have such a destiny. You have to earn it with good deeds. What Guruji is saying is, to meet a Mahatma, you need to earn that opportunity. The first entity that we need to thank is our mind. It is our mind that first brought us here. It is in the mind that you made a resolve to come to Bangalore for this conference. Therefore, whenever we undertake any activity, we must undertake that activity mindfully, not mindlessly. And only when you undertake that activity mindfully will you realize the fruit of that action. Therefore, whatever you undertake with mindfully, which means that you must know the consequences of your own actions upon others. Even in this simple act of smelling the petals of this lovely rose flower, you must do that mindfully. If your mind is somewhere else, the fragrance of that rose will not reach you. Therefore, mindfully, acting mindfully, thinking mindfully, speaking mindfully are the three principles on which we should base our lives. When we do this, this reaches God. When you light a candle, for example, or a lamp, you must light that with the devotion in your heart. Oh, this is very beautiful. When you light that candle mindfully, that candle will also illuminate you on the inside. Not only will it illuminate the outside, but it will also illuminate the inside. And therefore you must save a lot of positive energy inside. When you act mindfully, that positive energy, you will develop a tremendous repository of positive energy. I'm always amazed at the examples my Guruji takes. He said, even when you eat an apple and you hold the apple in your right hand, but your left hand is on your chest, and you very mindfully, with concentration, eat that apple, the energy of that apple will also reach you on the inside.
And that apple will long life.
And that apple will be responsible for giving you long life. Even in that apple, there is life that God has put. Therefore, whenever you eat anything, eat it as a prasadam, eat it as an offering to God. It is not important to take the name of God after you eat or before you eat, but you should take the name of God while you eat.
அப்பதான் அவங்களுக்கு அது பாசிட்டிவ் ஆகும்.
Only then does it transform itself into positive energy inside you.
ஏன்னா எதுலேயுமே தேவையில்லாதது ஒன்று இருக்குது. அந்த தேவையில்லாதது ஒன்றே நீங்கள் அழிச்சிடும். தேவையானது மட்டும்தான் ஒன்று எடுத்துக்கணும்.
In this world, there are a lot of things that are not necessary, that are needless. Avoid them. Go only towards those where there is a need to act.
அதான் தேவையில்லாதது இப்படி எடுக்கும். தேவையானது இப்படி எடுக்கும்.
Whatever is appropriate, eat. Whatever is not appropriate, cast it away.
அது அந்த பக்கம் போகணும்.
It must go away.
அது நமக்கு முன்னாடி வரக்கூடாது.
It should not come in front of us.
நமக்கு இப்படி.
This is what we need to do.
அதான் இப்போ அந்த மனசு ரொம்ப குழந்தை மாதிரி வச்சுக்கணும்.
Our mind should always be in a childlike state.
அப்பதான் அவங்க கண்ட்ரோல் அது இருக்கும்.
We must have the innocence of a child. And when we are in that state, only then can we control it.
அந்த மனசு உங்களாலையும் கண்ட்ரோல் பண்ண முடியாது, எங்களாலையும் கண்ட்ரோல் பண்ண முடியாது.
Otherwise, that mind cannot be controlled by either you or me.
இப்போ அந்த கண்ட்ரோல் நமக்குள்ள இருக்கணும்.
And therefore, that control should always be within us.
அவுட் சைடில் எல்லாமே நம்ம கண்ட்ரோல் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம்.
We are always, forever engaged in controlling things on the outside.
ஆனால் உள்ள கண்ட்ரோலிங் இருக்கணும்.
But the more important thing is to control the inside.
வெஹிக்கிள் நல்லா இருந்தாலும் டிரைவர் அதை விட நல்லா இருக்கும்.
Even if the vehicle is good, it's important that the driver is even better.
அப்பதான் நமக்கு லாங் லைஃப் கிடைக்கும்.
Only then, that is the secret of long life, of longevity.
அப்போ லைஃபுக்கு மேலே ரொம்ப லவ் பண்ணும்போது
Always have a lot of love for life, for everything that you do.
நீங்கள் தான் உங்களோட டாக்டர்.
You are your own doctor.
உங்களுக்குள்ள இருக்கு டாக்டர்.
You have a doctor inside you, every one of us.
அந்த டாக்டர்கிட்ட நீங்கள் எல்லாத்துக்கும் உத்தரவு எடுக்கலாம்.
And you must respect that doctor inside you. You must ask that doctor for all the answers.
உங்களுக்குள்ள இருக்கிற டாக்டர் தான் உங்களை எப்போ ட்ரீட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம்.
It is the doctor inside you who is treating you all the time.
தேவையில்லாததெல்லாம் வெளியில் போட்டு தேவையானதை உள்ள வச்சுட்டு இருக்கிறோம் டாக்டர்.
It is, who is the doctor? The doctor is the one who keeps everything that is appropriate inside you and throws away anything that's not needed. That is why I am fond of saying that life should always be accorded and treated with the greatest of respect. We have not come here, taken birth to play football. We should not treat life casually. We must always accord it the greatest of respect. Hold life like you hold the diamond. Value it. Understand its value because it's priceless. You should not treat it like a piece of iron and throw it around. Guard it zealously. Otherwise, somebody will take it away from you. And therefore, your life will be taken over by somebody else. That we have got birth in this world, there are many reasons. We don't know those reasons. But we know that we are here today. And tomorrow we are going to be here. None of these things are in our hands. Everything belongs to Him. And one of the reasons why we are born in this world, this was one of the reasons. Therefore, whatever you engage in this world, whatever task you perform in this world, you must perform that task as an offering to the Supreme Being. And in that act, your heart must be filled with devotion. That is devotion. That is genuine devotion. It is not enough to just call the name of God for a few moments every day. Therefore, all your actions must always be beautiful. Consider the beauty of these flowers. When you see them, you feel like looking at them all the time. The same beauty is within us. And it is here in our appearance. And therefore we must feel that beauty.
அப்போ அதை பார்க்கும்போது எல்லாருக்கும் உணர்வு கிடைக்கும்.
So when anybody looks at us, they will also feel like the way we feel when we look at these flowers.
ஒரு டெம்பிளுக்கு போனால் அந்த டெம்பிள் அலங்காரத்தை பார்க்கும்போது நமக்கு எவ்வளோ ஹாப்பி கிடைக்குது.
When you go to a temple and you see the elaborate way in which the deity is dressed, it gives you a lot of happiness, doesn't it?
நம்மளை பார்க்குறவங்களுக்கும் சந்தோஷம் கிடைக்குது.
In the same way, when people look at us, they must have the same happiness. They must experience the same happiness.
நம்மளோட லைஃப் எப்போ நம்மளோட கர்மா இந்த கர்மாவில் எப்போ நமக்கு நல்ல பக்தி இருக்கு.
Our life is the performance of our karmas, and those karmas must be performed with devotion.
6 விஷயங்களை பற்றி நீங்கள் கம்ப்ளைண்ட் பண்ணக்கூடாது.
There are 6 things, 6 issues that you must not ever complain in your life.
அம்மாவை பற்றி கம்ப்ளைண்ட் பண்ணக்கூடாது.
The first, you must never make a complaint against your mother.
அப்பாவை பற்றி கம்ப்ளைண்ட் பண்ணக்கூடாது.
The second, you must never complain about your father.
அவங்களோட ஃபேமிலியை பற்றி கம்ப்ளைண்ட் பண்ணக்கூடாது.
Third, you must never complain about your family.
அது சரியில்லை, மம்மி சரியில்லை, இல்லை மம்மி ஃபேமிலி சரி.
You know, my mom didn't behave, my uncle didn't behave, my grandmother didn't behave. No, never.
அப்படி கம்ப்ளைண்ட் பண்ணக்கூடாது.
You should never indulge in these complaints.
இப்போ ஃபேமிலிக்கு நல்ல ரெஸ்பெக்ட் கொடுக்கணும்.
Give a lot of respect to your family.
அதுதான் நம்மளோட ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டெம்பிள்.
This is our first temple. The family is the first temple.
அப்போ அப்பா அம்மாவுக்கு நல்ல ரெஸ்பெக்ட் கொடுக்கணும்.
Give and accord proper respect to your parents, father and mother.
அப்போ குரு சொல்றது நல்லா கேட்டுக்கணும்.
And second, always listen to the Guru.
குருவை பற்றி குறை சொல்லக்கூடாது.
You should never pass negative comments about your Guru.
குருவை நல்லா படிச்சுக்கணும்.
The Guru should always be held in the highest of esteem.
படிச்சு குரு சொல்லிக் கொடுக்கிறது நம்ம படிக்கணும்.
Whatever the Guru teaches you, you must read, learn that and learn from that.
குருவோட தரிசனம் எப்பவும் கிடைக்காது.
You will not get access to the Guru all the time. You will not get this opportunity ever again.
கிடைக்கிற டைம்ல அப்படியே எடுத்துக்கணும்.
So when you get it, grab it.
குருவை பற்றியும் குறை சொல்லக்கூடாது.
Never talk about the shortcomings, alleged shortcomings of your Guru. It is a sin.
கடவுளை பற்றி உங்களுக்கு கம்ப்ளைண்ட் இருக்கக்கூடாது.
Never complain against God.
கடவுளுக்கு அது கொடுக்கல இது கொடுக்கணும்னு சொல்லக்கூடாது.
You should not keep complaining. You know, I wanted a Mercedes, but God never gave me that. I wanted a beautiful wife, but He didn't give me that. I wanted beautiful kids, He didn't give me that. I wanted this lovely job, He didn't give me that. Never do that.
என்ன கொடுத்துருக்கிறதோ அதை வச்சு வரணும்.
Instead, learn to treasure what He has given you.
அப்புறம் ஃபேமிலியை பற்றி ஒரு கம்ப்ளைண்ட் இருக்கக்கூடாது.
No complaints against the family.
ஃபேமிலி நம்ம நல்லா பார்த்துக்கணும்.
And look after them.
ஃபேமிலியில் குறைகள் நிறைய இருக்கலாம்.
There could be a lot of shortcomings within the family.
நம்ம தான் அதை நிவர்த்தி பண்ணணும்.
But we must set that right.
அதை நம்ம வெளியில் போயிட்டு பக்கத்துல சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கக்கூடாது.
We shouldn't go around complaining to others. You know what? This has happened here, this has happened there. That is something that we should avoid at all cost.
என்னோட ஃபேமிலி நல்லா இருக்குன்னு தான் சொல்லணும்.
You should always say, let my family be in peace. Let there be stability. Let there be happiness.
அப்புறம் நம்மளோட கர்மாவை பற்றி நம்ம குறை சொல்லக்கூடாது.
The next, never speak ill of your karmas. Karma means the actions that you perform. Perform them cheerfully.
என்ன கர்மா பண்ணுறீங்களோ அது ஹிருதயபூர்வமாக பண்ணணும்.
Whatever action you undertake it with all your heart.
அது கடவுளுக்கு நம்ம சேவை பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம்.
That is a way of serving God.
என்ன நம்ம குறை சொல்லும்போது அதை ஃபீல் பண்ணுற மாதிரி.
When we speak ill of our actions, it's akin to killing it.
அதை ஃபீல் பண்ணக்கூடாது.
Never do that.
அதை நம்ம வழி காட்டணும்.
Actually, we must show the way. Our actions must show the way for others. In life, we must exercise that freedom. Be ever in a relaxed state, not in a tense state. Do it freely. What you want to do, good things, do it freely, with a great heart, expansive heart. For example, when you are on horseback, you should be able to be on that horse with full control over that horse. and not criticize the horse.
நம்ம தான் கரெக்டாக உட்காரணும்.
It is we who have to have the correct posture on sitting on that horse.
இல்லைன்னா கீழே விழுந்துடும்.
Otherwise we'll fall.
நம்ம அது சரியில்லைன்னு சொல்லக்கூடாது.
And then we should not say, the horse was to blame.
அதுக்கு மேலே கேஸ் போடக்கூடாது.
We should not launch a case on the horse and take the horse to court. And therefore, whatever actions we have to perform within us, we should do that mindfully.
பகவான் என்ன சொல்லியிருக்கிறாருன்னா, எல்லாமே நான் இங்கே வச்சிருக்கிறேன், நீ அதை உணர்ந்து நீ அதை எடுத்து நீ அனுபவிச்சு பார்க்கணும். அப்பதான் உனக்கு அதனோட மகிமை தெரியும்.
Oh, it's very beautiful. God says, I have given you all these things. I have put a tray where so many things are there. I want you to experience that, taste it, and understand its greatness. I want you to understand the inner principle of the outer appearance. And this is